So I just took part in the first ever official Clone Hero tournament. With the power of Clone Hero online modes and there being a recent update which allows 1v1 score battles, competitive tournaments for this game are hopefully going to become far more popular. As some of you may remember, I was the Guitar Hero 3 World Champion back in 2008, and I was lucky enough to travel all over the world doing tournaments, and I absolutely loved it. So as soon as I got invited to join this tournament, you know I said yes, I had to. This was an invitational tournament just to test things out. I'm sure in the future there'll be more open tournaments if all goes well. Here are the brackets, and you may recognize a few old school names, Guitaro Phenom, for example, and a lot of just absolute insane modern players. You know, we've got Frosted in there, Guitaro Addict, Randy, just crazy lineup of players. The rules are very simple for competitive Guitar Hero, or Clone Hero now. You start the song along with the person next to you, or online in this case, and whoever gets the highest score at the end of the song wins. So it's not all about getting that perfect 100% FC, it's about being extremely tactical with your star power usage and exploiting the game as much as possible to get more points. Here's the song list for the tournament. We had some pretty tough songs in here. They were split into two groups, so we had the early pool of songs, which were for rounds 1 and 2, and then we had the late pool songs, which were for round 3 and 4, so the semi-finals and the finals. And I guess that brings us on to this video. So, spoiler warning, I made it to the semi-final, and I was going against one of my best buddies in the Clone Hero community. I was going against RANDYLADYMAN. He is one of the best players in the world, so I was a little bit nervous to say the least. But this was a fantastic match, and I enjoyed every single second of it. If you want to see everything that went down in this tournament, there will be a video link in the description, a full VOD. Thanks again to Custom Song Central for hosting the tournament and also letting me upload my matches. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you. Make sure to hit them up on YouTube and on their Twitch if you want to see this action live, man. It is insane.
And we got classical thump.
Here we go. We got the slap in here.
Go.
Oh my god, we're slapping right now.
This song is ridiculous. So this song is all on bass. The song is by Victor Wooten, but it's like a classical song played on bass. There's a lot of random bursts of like random double strums, and the song is constantly changing because it's free form. So it's constantly changing tempo and everything.
See how slappy it is?
It's awful.
It gets
that's
crazier.
all thump.
God.
This is a ridiculous song.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh,
I actually,
man.
So I did the testing for this song, and I remember just playing that and experiencing it before CTH1 came out.
This pattern is messed up. George falling victim
dropping.
to it. Almost like he was confident enough that he was going to miss that save his activation in order to keep his points up. Look at that. Such a smart move. Ooh. Bit of a random miss right there. Discrepancy is still about 4,000.
Those double strums.
Maybe George is working with a different path here in an effort to catch up. George pulls through. Wow.
Very good.
Definitely planned for that one. Yeah, Randy is on an FC while George has missed twice now, broke his combo twice now. See, and this is the competitive nature of the game. I know exactly, not exactly, but I know the steps that Randy is taking right now is probably just to keep his FC going, activating in a couple of better spots. But George is prepared for when he misses. He's played these songs enough, studied them enough, both early and late pool. He's just like composed paths for all the songs just to be prepared in case he misses. And now he's pulling ahead with note streak half as much as Randy's.
This is the very nice section. Peaceful. Have some coffee, lay down by the fire. And it didn't last.
George gets that phrase under star power. Both of them get that phrase under star power. Good.
This is a great activation for both of them.
I have a feeling George had a plan here. Randy's still on his FC, pulling through.
George gets it.
The phrase he knew. He knew. Unbelievable. What a fucking play. Oh, both dropping the combos here. This is the run killer.
The FC is gone.
Oh my goodness. And he knew. Wow. 12 head Galaxy Brain move by George.
That is incredible.
Wow. This is why both these guys are so fun to watch. And like, yeah, this is why like both Randy for like the mind-blowing stuff, George for technical stuff like this, scores, all that. Both have their qualities.
It's so close, but it's George, I think, taking it.
Oh. Dropping.
Oh.
Randy out of star power.
It's George.
That was way too close for George to me missing. He's probably
that is exactly a 3,000 point difference.
Wow. Same 3-digit at the end. Same ticks. Wow.
Randy.
Oh my goodness.
Only an 8.
Randy with a -1
difference. -1 to -9. There's only an 8 note
and this
difference.
is why, once again, pathing is everything, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, this match is already off to an insane start. Holy smokes.
That was incredible.
Unbelievable. Okay, next pick. What do we got? Please hit us with some.
We have a donation for $1 from Default. Thanks, Default. Pteropticon is the next
Vector.
song.
Here we go. Pteropticon. Is this song like any other like classic Vector? I haven't really listened to this one. I don't know if I remember this chart that much.
I know Randy plays Vector quite a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely Vector. Is it like the classic like?
I think so. Yeah. This is one of those.
So it's kind of like Charging the Void, right?
Yeah. George ground this for a path apparently.
Jeez. All right. Yep.
So George knows the path.
1-1-0. George 1, Randy 0.
George knows the path apparently. I feel like the guy from Vector needs to learn some new riffs.
I was gonna say like we've heard this riff a lot. Bruh. George with the overstrum, potential overstrum. Hits it that time around. Good. Good on his part. Hopefully able to pull forward, and he does.
Randy
4,000 lead. Randy overstrum or a miss. Both FCs are at the door. FC, I don't know her. It's all up to whatever this next activation from Randy is going to be. Ooh. George dropping another bit of his combo. Not good, not good.
Randy's catching up. There's about 3,000 point difference. And George dropping again. Looks like an overstrum.
Randy missing under star power. Missing under star power. But he's still got more of a phrase left. Oh, George. George missing. And this is the pain of playing with Wii guitars, ladies and gentlemen. The pulling rate is so high that the strum bar just decides to overstrum. And playing vector, yeah, you're right. Yeah, the trade-off is you either have pretty low latency and like less chance of overstrumming, or get a Wii guitar, very low latency, definitely prone to overstrumming.
Randy missed before and after activation.
Oh, George
missing at the end of the
towards
solo.
The end, missing one more note than Randy. Randy with a -1 in the solo. So yeah, this song, yeah, if I can like go a little bit in depth with pull rate and stuff like that, it's pretty much just the response time in which your button presses are sent to your computer. For some reason, with the RAFnet adapter, it's just faster than any X input direct input. That's why I'm saying, like, I don't know why they're so pulled differently. I think the guitars were just made with some cheap, really, really cheap hardware back in the day, which is why it took us so long to get to it took so quick for a clone hero to get to such a high level, i.e. like the schmootage or
George
slide
dropping
tapping, stuff like that.
George dropping from his few overstrums there.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to make note of that.
How close is this match? Is about 30k off, 20k off,
Yeah,
kind of 25 or so. How far are we into the song? Are we like midway? I don't. There's no song progress meter in verses, but that's okay. So
I think there's probably another.
Okay. Yeah. So with that being said about like verses and that, shout out to the developer, shout out to Matt and Scrylane, the whole team for putting together verses for esports just because we wanted to do this.
And adding a mode so that the host, who has been our lovely and wonderful Gabe, the host can actually join as a spectator rather than a player. So there's not a third option here. So this is just, we could do this just specifically for us.
Yeah.
No one else gets this. I'm kidding. It's in the new PC game.
You're deadpan.
Why would somebody need to join as spectator? For this exact reason. So, like, we're both in the game. We're not watching this through a stream. We're not watching this through a Discord stream.
Yeah, we're watching this in real time.
Alec, Gabe, and I are all in the game watching this in real time, so we can commentate immediately. So, as is Pataraj, who's also doing a really good part in the behind the scenes of this. But that's like the exact reason that you would need join as spectator, is so you have this, you have immediate just like access to it, so you can just commentate and cast.
Yeah, well, this isn't a private build or anything. This is all on the public tester build. You can do this now.
Also, Randy taking that with 25,000 almost exactly.
Lots of unfortunate overstrums from both opponents there.
Yeah.
Both parties just had it looked like some malfunction. They very out of character misses.
So we're 1-1.
Mostly because due to potential hardware, but that's the risk you take, man. So GG to Randy.
Absolutely
Randy takes away
insane.
1. It's 1-1 right now. Best of 7. Yep, and we're moving into the next pick. We got Lizards, Cantina Band, Wanderflux, Sudden Death, and Circus Gallop. I want to see Wanderflux, but in my heart, I think George is probably going to pick like Sudden Death. I have a feeling.
I think so too. And Sudden Death was picked by George. That is the next song.
There we go.
And whoever loses here will be taking on Mackie for the 3rd place. Oh yeah, I meant whoever loses this match, by the way, will be taking on Mackie in the 3rd place round. Again, server lag, both players hitting that first note. Randy seems like doing a bit better on the ticks, but I could be wrong.
Can't really tell. I really can't tell. His may have dropped.
Yeah.
5 points down. Wait, he's 5 points down. It looks like that, but I can't tell. I really can't. Yeah, it's dancing around so much that I think he is actually down by 5. How do you even drop 5 points?
Insane.
Chat, they're doing the dance. The 1 and 2, they're doing the dance.
We got the samba. Both players perfecting that solo. Randy missed a single sustained tick. 1.
Yeah, like by a frame.
I don't know why I held up 3 when I said 1. 1.
I can't imagine that this chart is like that much of a different path compared to the original.
I don't think so.
But that's irrelevant here. They're just an observation. Yeah, that activation, George waiting for the pair of the next pair of open note strums, whereas Randy activated right away.
This game is ridiculously close right now. This game. The 1 and the 2 are so close to being able to do a samba.
Yeah, I think, Randy's down by like 100 points or so. It's
105.
All right. George activating on those popos. Randy with a follow-up. Don't know about that. But... Ooh.
That was
crazy.
Great.
Yep. That was definitely an effect of the follow-up. Now look at the discrepancy. It went from 105 to about 3,000 points. Still very close. Here's the bridge. Potentially a run killer. Let's see if both players can get it.
Both players activating at the same time. And getting the bridge.
Tick rate can be whatever, but it doesn't matter in a game like this.
Still only about a 3,000 difference.
If you are curious, though, the tick rate is 128. So still better than CSGO matchmaking. And it depends on FPS. Yeah, that's really it. It doesn't matter because it's just sending like. Did the notes hit? Yes or no? That's the packets that it's sending. Did the guitar activate? Yes or no? Ooh, George gets a lot of star power off that one. Get a long line of strumming for George here under star power. Pulling through a lot.
Great
10,000 under that.
Great pathing.
Randy activating right away after that to potentially try and catch up. Sustain here that he's probably going to catch up on. Nope, never mind. Okay. That did pull him ahead. This is very, very close. George getting another activation, though. Are we going to see a double FC of sudden death in semis?
Incredible.
Crazy performance. It looks like... Oh, my goodness. Wow, that is a 5K, 6K difference.
Insane.
George successfully baiting Randy into the follow-up. It seems.
Almost
just our observation.
Barely a 3,000 point.
And George gets another activation.
Yep. George finishing out strong. George's pathing on that was impeccable.
Insane. That was insane.
By far.
Yeah, that's probably that like on top of both players full comboing, George perfecting it.
George got almost like completely optimal pathing. It was ridiculous.
It's very, very optimal in tournament. You see it
that was
first.
Absolutely incredible.
Absolutely beast. But that's a double FC right there. George taking it away 781k to 769. And this is why
1. Once
again, this is why FCs aren't everything. Just FCs aren't everything.
This is insane.
So
now,
that's giving UKOG another point on his score 2-1 now.
I have a feeling Randy's probably going to pick Lizards here. That seems like something that's up his alley.
Yeah, it's both. It's honestly up both their alleys. They're very well versed in sweeping, solos, stuff like that. But I feel like Randy may be able to pull forward. But UKOG just dominates with pathing. He just knows. He has a mental pick down there. Circus Gallop. And we get the gimmick pick in here. Yep. So the score is 2-1, right? It is 2-1?
Yes, the score is 2-1.
Okay, it is 2-1. So if Randy wins this one, we get to play Devil Went Down to Georgia. Oh, just kidding. I'm drunk. Broadcast told me that is not it. Anyway. The best of 7. It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. It's fine.
It has been a long day. It will be a best of 7, so this is a best of 7. So
George got baited in the beginning to strum. Yep, he did the overstrum already. Randy.
I also want to point out real quick that the third place game will also be best of 7.
I want to talk about how when Randy was coming back to Guitar Hero, he would play a lot of songs like from GH3 and stuff like that, a lot of customs on the all taps, and purposefully do his best to, because he used to play a lot of Step Mania, Randy did, and he would do his best to have like almost like a Step Mania-esque type of FC. He doesn't spam or really abuse the engine too much with the taps. So this is almost a perfect song for Randy. And he definitely knew what he was gonna do when he chose this song. So many no strumming FCs. Yeah.
And just want to point out, even
still
like
on an FC.
with that, Randy is still on an FC as well.
We may potentially see a Circus Gallop FC, but it's gonna be hard once it gets past the ASMR part.
Yeah. George
really, really struggling here on this track, but if I may be honest, I think maybe a little bit early to call. I'll be biased. I think Randy's got this one, but
yeah,
time will tell. We'll see. We will see.
George dropping again under star power, with Randy nailing it.
Yeah. So
this is a perfect example of picking against your opponent.
Understanding like the skill barrier or skill barriers of your opponent. He knows that George is very well versed in hybrid songs, things that may be tricky, things that like sudden death, stuff like that. George knows he's gonna win that. but Randy is a perfectionist. Just when it comes purely down to playing, he knew what he was doing with this pick.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is very deep and intense.
This is very deep and intense. Hard and sweaty matchup.
Randy's still on an FC. George dropping under star power. This is insane. This is absolutely insane.
Let's go. George getting a note streak back. Randy, FC. Remember, after the ASM part, is where Darkly choke. That big choke.
The hard part is coming up directly after this.
Guys, be quiet.
Oh god, there it is.
Oh, dear lord. Okay. Ooh.
Ooh.
Randy's doing it. Randy is doing it. Okay. Here we go. Randy is in here. He is in here. He is sweeping his heart out.
No
prisoner. If we get an FC of Circus Gallop, I have nothing to say.
This is absolutely crazy.
This is unbelievably hype if he does this. 2,200 note streak.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
If he gets this is best FC of the night by far.
Yeah, probably one of the best FCs of the night. And Randy has already gotten real 125 as well. And waving my dick in the wind.
125.
125. This man is a machine. He can't be stopped. George is trying to look for any opportunity to pull ahead. And Randy's just sitting up there happy. Oh my goodness, Randy, I swear. Come on. Oh!
Dude!
What the fuck?
Fucking classic.
There's an FC of Circus Gallop in tournament. There's an FC of Circus Gallop in tournament. What is wrong with you? Oh my god. Randy!
Dude.
Mirandy is a freak of nature. Yes, he is.
Randy is a freak of nature.
Yes, he is. Oh my goodness. Absolutely disgusting. 2-2 in a best of 7. My lord. 2-2. Wow. First to 4.
On.
Cantina Band. We're slowing things down a little bit. Actually, not really. This is about as intense as, and maybe not as intense as Circus Gallop, but my dude's still a really solid track. Waiting for both of these players to load in.
2. This is insane. Remember, we're listening to some smooth jizz.
Looks like George dropped a bit of a sustain there, probably due to hardware. We don't know.
Not at a 26 point difference, I believe.
I think you're right. Randy activating early. George probably has this this path on lockdown. Not bad, not bad. Slightly sweaty activation. Enough to pull him ahead. Because he took advantage of the triple chords being there. Therefore accounting a little bit more under star power.
This is just another song that you can
Gosh, this is really close.
This is insane.
This is
like
so. Yeah, in a track like this, and with the score being this close, we're in semifinals too, guys. Like, listen, the pressure probably feels a little bit more immense than, or like George feels fine, or Randy just feels fine. They're just playing, they're just playing Clone Hero together like homies. Who knows? But I know that George is playing with the 2 highways on. I'm not sure if Randy is playing with the 2 highways on. There is a setting where you can just turn off the other person's highway and you can only see yours.
I imagine that Randy's playing with highways on. Oh, sorry, no, Space got it right. Marco's actually playing for Randy right now.
What? Can you imagine? I wanted to say the activation on those quad zigs earlier from George pulled him through.
Yeah.
Big time. That's going to give him a 7,000 point boost. Great activation by him. They're having fun, very wholesome after-match conversations. Dope.
Good. Now here's the guitar solo. Yeah, in case you don't know, I think we mentioned it like once or twice before, but the players are in a VC together. So this entire time they've just probably been bullshitting with each other or screaming at each other violent obscenities and threatening to maim each other. Whichever.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? George with a full bar of star power. Let's see what he does with this. Randy just above half. He's got a plan. He's got a plan. Man with a plan. A little bit later in the quads, but probably knows what he's doing. Oh, missed in the quads. It's a dead FC from him. Randy pulling way through. Let's see. Let's see if these chords are actually going to pull him through. No way! He had a plan.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
This is ridiculous.
That was such a crazy move.
Less than 1,000.
No way. Oh, with the
Randy,
solo marker absolutely pulls it back. 30,000 ahead for Randy. See ya. Wow. Yeah, solo markers are broken. My God. That was broken as hell.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, you know what? Next tournament we'll probably have a nice long discussion about solo markers. Yeah. Okay, I've heard from broadcast that they do not want solo markers anymore.
So no more songs with solos. No, I'm kidding. But in future tournaments, solo markers will be removed from the chart. Randy getting a canteen.
Wow. Oh my gosh. You know what? Pulled through. If not for the solo marker, we'd be seeing a different. Seeing a different menu. To be completely honest, and maybe a little bit controversial. I don't know. But I think with the way things are run here, I think probably in the future it's going to be taken out. I know players have also voiced their concerns about this, and we'll be looking into that. We're really going to be looking into that.
We're waiting on Randy to pick.
Two notes, missing 2 notes, suffered 30,000.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Randy
picks lizards.
Yeah, Randy said it himself. FC this or you fucking die. That's what solo markers are.
And like I called, Randy picked lizards.
So this is a modified version of lizards. The OG chart of lizards has solo markers, but for obvious reasons they were taken out. But we didn't realize the weight of how how important solo markers would actually be. Yeah.
So yeah, like
you gotta.
This competition is like the first time anyone's ever done this. So like, this is pretty much the reason. I feel like the reason we didn't use all the participants one is because this was also more of an ironing out competition that we wanted to get out of there or get out here. So it's like,
yeah,
all future competitions are gonna have a lot more rules and regulations and everything kind of ironed out.
Yeah, this could, this could easily just be fixed. In fact, that's why this this whole tournament is just for fun. You know, inviting some really awesome players on, put on a good show for you guys, and it shows that esports like this could be hype. But as we learn these new things, especially with like the solo marker thing, you just saw in that last match how detrimental and how sort of broken the solo marker mechanic is. I don't know how they got away with it in Rock Band 2, but hey, different system. And this is my first time doing any casting of any sort.
Me too.
And J-Rabes as well, yep. But we've always, literally since me and J-Rabes met a year ago, we've always kind of tinkered with the ideas, if it's possible, maybe one day it would be perfect. George missing that sweep. Thankfully not under star power. Ooh, misses a star power phrase. Almost handing away a free activation to Randy. Let's hope George has a plan for this one. Like he always does.
Randy has FC every song he's played but one, I believe, this entire tournament. I think he's missed either one or two songs this whole tournament, which is insane.
I think the only one that he really missed was the was Art of Partying 125.
Yeah, I think
everything else has been in FC, which is disgusting considering Waving My Dick in the Wind 125 was in FC. I still can't believe that.
George, good activation, taking the lead back. Really good
absolutely
activation.
Disgusting. Those ascending quads are no joke. That was beautiful from both players.
This is George
through. George missing while Randy is under star power. George better make sure these misses are only outside of star power, or else he is going to be bummed.
9,000 point difference.
Don't know if that was a panic activation or if he knows. Not bad, not bad.
That's good.
Could have pushed up the activation a little bit. And but Randy gets a free activation here if he wants to hold on to it. There he goes. Let's see if this goes into something sweepy.
Another activation.
Overlapping. All right, George gets to activate with Randy here. He's got a little bit more. Oh my goodness. Wow. George pulls through.
Wow.
This is esports. This is it, bros. This is it. George missing multiple times. Randy on an FC. I'm sorry. I got to say it every single time, man. I have to say it every single time. 10K difference. Randy just missed now. Just missed.
And then overstrumming at the end.
Wow. Oh my god. That was a ridiculous match. That was ridiculous. Is that tiebreaker?
That's tiebreaker. Devil
oh my god.
Went down to Georgia.
Gorge. Devil went down to it
at 2% speed.
Holy moly.
So
man. So amazing. That's amazing. I mean, I knew that we were going to get one of the crazy tiebreakers. Devil went down to Georgia. Very popular song. The favorite from Guitar Hero 3, other than Through the Fire and Flames, of course. The facelift chart that JP made is going to be set up to be a really, really fun match. The only issue that I have here is that there are solo markers. I believe there is no edit done to this one to remove any solo markers. So there's still Johnny's solo and the Victory solo are being marked, and Victory solo R. I don't know if there's going to be a space between the Victory solo and the Victory solo R.
Broadcast
chose the wrong
pants.
song.
So check this out. Ready for this? Watch how sick this is going to be. Ready? Prepare yourself.
So what's the score? Who's it? What is going on? It's 3-3.
3-3. All right. So sudden death was picked by accident. Which is amazing. It's great. So now we're moving on to Devil Went Down to Georgia.
And here we go.
This is, I believe, this
tiebreaker for semifinals. UKOG versus Randy. Who's going to take it home? Get your hashtags in the chat, boys.
Now, I'm pretty sure both players have been grinding this song since it came out. This is insane.
They're dancing. They're dancing. George on my screen is just sticking with the 1.
Yeah,
Randy's just kind of moving between 1 and 2. Saw someone in the chat saying, well, Randy's FC'd this at what % speed? Oh, he'll kill it. It could literally be up to anything at this point, my dude.
Yep.
It could literally be up to anything.
Randy activating.
Y'all gotta understand that this comes down to pathing. Way different atmosphere than, hey, I got this at 200% speed. It's not free. It's not free just because you got it like 2 months ago at 150. Oh, 1 activation.
Oh my God.
The miss. I don't know if the miss barely matters. It was just a good activation. But Randy does have star power here. Not sure if George is going to get another activation. George overstrummed under star power twice. Randy's going to have 3 bars on him. Oh, man.
Dropping again in the strumming. Randy still cobbling through his star power. That's ridiculous.
Man. That's probably going to be huge for the solo marker if Randy FCs this. Literally missing in a solo, in a place with a solo marker is like, it's death.
Good activation by George. Randy instant activating the 2 points.
That may be death. Let's see what the discrepancy is. Oh my dear God. Holy Jesus. This is just one of the steps in the long road to perfecting this thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Now
that is as a caster for an official program like this, that is bullshit.
I put it the wrong way.
That is bullshit. And that isn't even bias. Randy says it himself. Randy literally said it himself. If you miss in there, you fucking die.
Hashtag blame JP. If Randy misses in this solo and George FCs it, it'll make up for that discrepancy, but we'll see what happens. This is insane.
40k, but remember, still in the solo marker.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, some of you guys saying in the chat, is the overstrum going to affect it? It's not going to affect it.
No, Randy would have to miss in order to have in order for George to gain an upper hand. Fortunately,
George either missed or broke the combo. That was a miss.
George missed.
That might be the nail in the coffin there if Randy is continuing with this. Continuing with this FC. Yeah. Yeah.
So this is the thing that we
let this be known right now. If you are disappointed by this outcome because of the solo markers, and I know a lot of you out there that are going to be, we're gonna be removing it. Look at that, 100K difference, 100,000 difference. They're gonna be removed. Just for, it's a learning experience, guys. Don't think that we tried to rig anything towards anybody. It's just all something that we learned day of, or just in general.
And Randy's still on an
Randy's
FC.
FC, by the way. So Jesus Christ,
That's incredible.
yeah.
120,000 point difference.
Look at that. Holy moly.
That's ridiculous.
You got Circus Gallop. Now, doubling down Georgia, you got Sudden Death. Waving My Dick in the Wind, 125. Real 125.
What an incredible... Oh, they said 1 million was impossible! What an incredible...
Oh my goodness.
What an incredible showcase.
Randy is a freak of nature.
Just, that was an incredible... incredible...
So even without solo bonuses, Randy would have destroyed that. He still would have won that.
That was
100%. Without solo bonuses, he would have destroyed that. I'm going to make that clear right now on behalf of all of us here.
He had 23,000 more than George in the end. So without solo bonuses, he still would have won.
Yeah. This is not like a bias of we want Randy to lose. No. Solo bonuses should not deficit that much off of 2 missed notes. He would have won anyway. That's okay. That's fine.
What
but
an
100,000 is just not okay.
An incredible showing between both players, though.
So, to all the people that made it to the end of this video, I hope you enjoyed that insane match. Unfortunately, I did not get the W, but it was such a good match, and I enjoyed it so much. I had to upload it. And massive, massive congratulations to RANDYLADYMAN. What a crazy, crazy player. And if you guys want to see how I did in the 3rd place match, check out Custom Song Central. They have the full VOD over there. And if you want to see everyone's match from the tournament, like I say, the full VOD is over there. Also, I streamed the whole tournament from my perspective on my Twitch channel. So if you want to see that in the future, if I ever, when I do another tournament, it will be a when. Check out my Twitch channel, of course. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are amazing. Sorry I haven't posted as much recently, but I'll be getting back on that horse. So see you guys around. Take care.